Hey everyone, it's Shannon. I wanted to share with you a little bit about kind of what I've been using as far as social media is concerned for work. So obviously, I do consume social media for social reasons like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But something that I've actually been using quite a bit for my job is Instagram. And I'm going to show you some of that today and just give you an idea of ways that you can utilize something like Instagram for kind of a community that you're serving through your work. So what you're looking at here is basically the desktop version of Instagram, which people don't use all that frequently. It's obviously, really popular on phones. But this is actually something, because I use it for work, I sometimes will go on to the desktop app to use it. And so basically, as a reminder, what I do for a living is I work at SUNY New Paltz. I work as the coordinator for living learning communities. And so a lot of the work I do is advertising and recruitment to get students to join these living learning communities once they've applied and are accepted to the university. And so a big chunk of the things that I focus on is trying to get students interested in the work that we're doing. So looking at Instagram, obviously, here's the SUNY New Paltz page. What I'm going to show you today is a page that I manage, and it's SUNY NP LLC. So that's SUNY New Paltz Living Learning Communities. So I just started this community this spring because, just to give you a quick brief, kind of run through of what I've done, we've made a number of Instagram pages over the years for various living learning communities that we run. This one is different in that it's one that I'm managing that oversees all of the community options that we have on campus. And so I started this earlier this spring once we saw that we were going to need a little bit more of a creative approach in advertising for this summer. You can see I don't have much of a following just yet. I'm hoping to work on that more through this year so that we can really, get more out of it for next year. But what I really like about this is, especially when you're looking and trying to connect with college students, you have to meet them where they are. And right now they're all on Instagram. So something that, I made it a focus of was really trying to show students what is a living learning community. And we were going to have a difficult time with this year because we didn't have an in-person orientation this summer, which usually is where we do a lot of our advertising and recruiting. So I had to figure out how do we kind of give students an opportunity to connect with each other and learn about what we do. So you can see here, these are some of the posts that I had made. This is the first post that I started out with to kind of show a Zoom kind of session I was going to be running. I have a number of apps that I use to make these ads here, which are really nice, and they have, really kind of variety of fun backgrounds, and it's very easy to make a post. So I had to kind of, facilitate a number of different things, making Zoom sessions. I had to, figure out a way in which to share not only the Zoom session information, but also like an RSVP link so students could literally RSVP to the event. And then I had an idea of who was interested. You can see here, we have another New Paltz page who was asking to repost. So this is our LGBTQ page. I partner with them to focus on an LGBTQ living learning community. And so we were working a lot together this summer to kind of support what we both were doing. So something else I was doing is I use this as an opportunity to give students really small snippets of information, just to give them an idea of what to expect. This is an actual piece of data that we were able to pull from our living learning community cohorts 2 years ago. So it's really nice to be able to give them some specific data, and again, trying to push our virtual info sessions back in the spring. I also would create some kind of a number of different images at once, trying to kind of show students, hey, if you have these questions, why don't you, come to one of our sessions. I did run one session every 2 weeks or so to try to pull as many students in as possible. And again, using these apps, it makes it really easy to make a number of really cool posts. So you can see here, this is kind of what I was doing on a weekly basis, is trying to connect with students. push these new sessions we were going to be running. And then I started focusing on various staff members who worked with our living learning communities, because again, each of these posts also has a picture of the community mentor that's working with them, tells them a little bit about the person, and it's a way to really put a face to the community, which again, really, motivating, gives people an opportunity to kind of see themselves in a living learning community. So you'll see here, I also ran a number of Instagram live sessions. We'll talk about that shortly. So basically what I did was, and you'll see here, we actually had 98 people watch. So even though I was getting pretty small amounts of engagement with some of my other posts, the Instagram live ones usually had the most. And this is where I would just sit and kind of talk with past staff members for the living learning communities, and we would answer questions as they come in. Which was really cool. And I kind of ran a couple of other just brief sessions through Instagram, because we're seeing that students don't want to necessarily attend something. They want to watch something, especially if they can just type in a question versus having to actually converse or be seen. That's a major turnoff. So the more we can do something like this, the more effective it is. And this was me just modeling our New Paltz mask this year. So you can see here, Instagram TV, these were all these live sessions that I ran with various people. And this was really motivating for students. It was really interesting. I was able to be tagged in a number of different posts from other kind of groups on campus. So like our LGBTQ group. We had virtual orientation leaders this summer who were making posts focusing on living learning communities. So that was really helpful. And it's a way just to kind of give us a level of validation through the university as well. So that was really exciting too. So kind of, what I love about Instagram is that it has so many really useful features that, to be honest, I didn't understand most myself, because I'm not a big Instagram user. So I was doing a lot of learning myself in the spring. But it was just a really nice way to, and one other thing, the logo here was actually created by our social media manager on campus, just to make sure it has a level of kind of continuity with other pages from the university. So it makes it look really official. It's a nice way to kind of continue, making contact with students. I won't lie, like, this has taken a backseat for me this semester because my job has been so all over the place, but I'm hopeful that I'll be able to spend more time here, within the kind of coming weeks and months, certainly, looking ahead to the spring. But yeah, this is a great little feature, and it gives you a really nice opportunity to connect with students and meet them where they're at, and, find a place where that they're going to want to engage with you. So thanks.